Hi, I'm here with Zijian Wang. He's a research engineer at Meta, and I'm here to interview him about his job.
Hey,
So,
nice to meet you.
what did you major in, and tell me a bit about your current job?
So I majored in automation science. I did my undergraduate in China and came to the States for graduate school. And I got my PhD from Stanford University and majoring in aeronautics and astronautics.
And what do you do at your current job at Meta?
Oh, so I'm a research engineer, and we're doing a lot of cool technology for future AR smart glasses.
Okay. And what's like a typical day for you look like?
Yeah, I would say I would divide my time into roughly three sections. Like a third of time, my time was like direct technical work. Another third was around like going to meetings, like obtaining information from my colleagues, from the team, the organization, and the rest is about working with other people on the team, like supporting more junior engineers and help them like solve problems and review their work.
Okay. And if you had to say, what's been your favorite part of the job?
Yeah, I would say it's kind of that feeling of living in the future, because we're building a lot of cool stuff, and some of the technology we have in-house is kind of mind-blowing, and I wouldn't imagine like even being able to see those if I were not working here. So that's really exciting and like drive my day-to-day motivation to invent the future, live the future, and also make a better world through our technology innovation.
What is something that's in the future, if you can discuss that?
Yeah, basically how people interact with computers, right? So right now, like we have seen like a few waves for personal computing, like from the early days of PCs to now mobile, and I really think AR glasses and wearables are gonna be the future, because it's just so naturally embedded in your day-to-day work. And imagine you can interact with your computer using your glasses, and be able to kind of know what you want to do and present you with relevant information, and really provide assistance to your day-to-day work, and provide like superhuman capability, like remembering things that you tend to forget, remind you about important things you want to plan to do next, and also keep track of your, say, whether you're maintaining a healthy life, so on and so forth, right? Like it can do everything that smartphones can do today, but at the same time offering a lot more functionalities.
Okay. And are you mainly working on this project, or do you work on some other minor ones?
I would say there are a lot of kind of small projects under the same umbrella, but yeah, eventually the goal is all towards this future of AR smart glasses.
Okay. And circling back, if you feel comfortable saying, what would be your least favorite part of the job?
I would say it's more like stress and peer pressure, because at Meta we have a ton of smart people, as people know. So it's good and bad, right? Like you really enjoy like working with smart people, and then seeing like a lot of tremendous progress, and be able to like drive progress very rapidly. But at the same time, you do feel pressure among like super smart people. So yeah.
And what does like a typical entry-level position in this kind of field look like?
Yeah, so we hire like undergraduates or like recent master graduates. So those are more considered as like entry-level type of jobs. So there are a lot of open roles around software engineering, and also assisting like other senior researchers in doing projects. So yeah, plenty of opportunities here.
Do you do hiring at Meta, or assist with that process?
Yeah.
And what like traits or experiences do you look for in new hires?
I would say really kind of passionate about the technology, And also, I think hiring at Reality Labs is sometimes a little bit different than like general software engineer because we do appreciate a lot of specialized skills. So if you have a lot of like relevant experience in, for example, computer vision, robotics, doing researchy projects in the field, those are strongly preferred during the hiring process. And sometimes it's hard to find the right candidates with the skill sets because, again, this is a highly specialized field. So finding those matching skills can be sometimes challenging.
And have you always worked at Meta, or have you had previous jobs?
I've done intern during graduate school, but this is my first full-time job.
Okay. And so, was that your internship? Was that the first job you had after college?
During it was summer intern.
Undergrad. Okay. And did you have any jobs during college, just to make some money?
I had one internship while I was at Stanford with Ford. They had a research center near Stanford. So that was my only internship before graduation.
Okay. And in college, was there anything that you did that you really loved doing?
Yeah, it has to be all the fun electronics projects I did.
Okay.
Yeah. So my research during PhD was robotics.
Okay.
And I actually started doing robotics while I was an undergraduate, and I would skip classes just to build stuff.
Oh.
And that was super fun, to be able to, I really love hands-on work. So be able to program the microcontrollers, seeing, putting mechanical parts together and drive, control them, make the robot move. Those are really kind of exciting moments for me.
Right. And have you always been interested in this field, or how did you get into it?
I think, yeah, I mean, growing up, I was a big fan of airplanes. So that motivated to choose automation, or in the US it's called controls as a major. So I really want to be able to kind of understand how airplane flies basically, and control theory is really big, kind of a driving theory and a principle to make airplanes fly. So yeah, I think that kind of motivated to choose my major, and I just continue writing down that direction.
Right. And did you do any clubs or activities in maybe high school, college that helped you get into it more?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there were a lot of clubs and student organization that help you jumpstart your own mechatronics projects. So I was part of that, getting trained by more senior students, and also contributing back by sharing experiences to the junior students. Yeah.
Do you have a specific memory that made you actually? Sorry, I don't really know how to phrase it. Was do you have a moment where this field really clicked for you? Any specific thing you saw or experience that was this is what I want to do with my life?
Yeah, I think that moment happened when I tried virtual reality for the first time. I got to experience it after I joined Meta, and that was really magical. And it's a no-brainer, right? For anyone who put the headsets on for the first time, that's a big wow moment. And you don't need to explain too much. You don't need to understand all the technical nuances, but seeing how cool things are, seeing virtual 3D world in front of you, and you can take that experience anywhere, is kind of mind-blowing. And I think that technology just has so much potential, and it has the opportunity for changing the world. So I think, trying out those cool experiences and getting that first-hand experience is really important.
And would you have any parting advice for someone pursuing a STEM career?
Yeah, be curious. There's so much to learn, and now I think the power is really in the hands of people, right? Like when I was a grad student, like it's not so easy to get access to so much resources to learn things you want to have. Like even there was like absolutely no like open source community that are as popular and as big as we have today. And there's so many great articles, YouTube tutorials, and online resources, Coursera. Yeah, I think self-teaching and drive yourself by curiosity, then you can really get a long way by doing that. And just find something that you really enjoy doing. And I think that's the most efficient way to choose your career, choose your major, because you end up doing things you enjoy, and that's very, very important.
Well, thank you very much for your time.
Thank you.